Cell 13. There she is. Hey there, Gina. Why has she got a gun in her cell? I mean, if she shoots me, she'll just hit the bar. Ooh, I see you're putting our smoke launcher to good use. I can't say I'm all that happy to be the target, though. What the bleed neck do you want? Gina, I don't think you understand the trouble you're in right now. I just wanted to be able to do something for you. You can't. Clear off, would ya? Gene Bean, I trust you. There's no way you would ever shoot someone. Or anyone. You trust me. I've heard better lies than that. Are you taking the mickey? You don't know one bloody thing about me. I steal from any innocent Tom, Dick and Harry to get by day to day. If I had the chance, there ain't no way I'd pass up a pawn shop heist. I'll nick from anyone. That's just how I work. Gene Bean? So yeah, I'm going on trial tomorrow. Some government-appointed lawyer guy came and said he'd defend me. But I blew him off. Seriously, an attorney? I don't want one. She looked me right in the eyes while she said that. Gene Bean, why are you being like this? Is this a toe? She's just silently glaring at Gina. Okay, talk to her. Gina's defense. Why'd you refuse the government-appointed barrister, Gina? They just kinda told me to sign a letter of request. But at the end of the day, trials are just a cesspit of lies. You just point the finger at someone else, and there you have it. That's what adults do. But why do you think so? It's always been like that living in the back alleys. Some geezer tells you what to do, then the next minute, they're snitching on you to the police. I've had plenty of backstabbing around me. A few of them nearly got me caught. The second you start trusting others, it's over before you even know it. Gina. About the trial tomorrow. If you'd like, I could. No. Gene Bean? Do you not trust Ryu? No, I don't. Wow. Please, just leave me alone. About the case. Gina, we need you to tell us everything. What on earth happened at the pawnbrokers last night? It's basically what you'd think. Looked like I might have hit the jackpot if I pinched something from the storeroom, so I broke in. And then I got busted. Just like that. Gene Bean, why would you do something like that? Well, why do you think? It's because there were things there I could have sold for a good price. Being a pickpocket's difficult. Usually you'll try really hard and then have nothing to show for it. Was that really the only reason you broke into the pawnbrokers? What do you want about? Could it be that you had a different objective in mind? Shut up. Whatever I say now doesn't matter. Gene Bean, just talk to us. Whatever it is, we'll trust you. Was she after the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, the manuscript? You'll trust me. You're both daft. Everyone lies, you know. Don't matter who they are. And among all the liars in the world, I'm the biggest, fattest liar of them all. Gene Bean? What makes you worse than anyone else? Liar. Why do you think you're the biggest, fattest liar of them all? Come on, tell us more about it. Sorry. I've got to go off for questioning soon. Okay. Gene Bean. Oh yeah. Here you are. Take this. Think of it as a souvenir. Okay. A picture? It's a cute cat. Oh. Check the back of it! It was in one of the coat's pockets, but I don't need it myself. It's such a tiny picture. I wonder why it was in the coat. Anyway, you don't need to bother coming back here anymore. See ya. Well. Gene Bean. White cat photo has been filed in the court record. Picture of a cute white cat. Gina gave it to us at the jail. Now whenever you get evidence, always look on the back. Aha! I have no idea what any of this says. Oh, date. Log date, maybe? There's writing on the back of this photograph. Oh, pledge date. 13th of February at 9 PM. Item pledged, small box. Loan amount, 10 shillings. Repayment date, 13th of April, 9 PM. So this photograph is actually a pledge ticket from Mr. Hatch's shop. The pledge date was 2 days before that incident. A small box. A more detailed description might have been useful. There may be precious memories hidden inside. I really want to know what's in there. Since that box was pledged to the pawn shop, it might still be there. Oh! We should take a look at the item that McGundle deposited. White cat photo has been updated in the court record. It's a pledge ticket box. Pledge ticket from Hatch's pawnbrokers, a few notes are scrawled on the back. Alright. Well, we got that. I guess now it's just time to leave. Go and see Holmesy, maybe. St. Rude. This hospital's all old and dusty. I hope Holmesy is okay. Mr. Holmes was brought to this hospital to recover from his injury. Moment of truth. Can we see him? Oh. Room 3. Holmesy. Huh? There's a note. Mr. Holmes doesn't seem to be here. Oh god, he's left already. He really isn't. That's odd. I was told that he would be on that bed there. No, maybe. His wound wasn't as bad as they thought, so they let him go home early. Maybe, but I don't think that's the case. Mr. Holmes is definitely in critical condition. I can say that with certainty. Oh no. Was he hurt that badly? Hold it right there, you three. Oh. No visitors allowed in this room. Why are you here? We're Holmesy's family. What? Oh, my apologies. A young girl and 2 fishy Japanese. I'm not surprised that his family is as weird as him. I feel like there's a bit of misunderstanding going on here. Mr. Policeman, where's Holmesy right now? He seems to be undergoing major surgery. Major surgery? Oh. It's already been a fair few hours since he was brought into the operating theatre. It's been that long? Is Mr. Holmes okay? Well, nothing seems to be working on him. Every anaesthetic has failed. What? He was muttering something like, I shouldn't have drunk so much coffee last night. Wow. In any case, it'll probably be another few hours before he's finished. Really? Alright, thank you. Aw, Holmesy. He'll be fine. He'll pull through. Excuse me, Naruhodo? What is it, Susato? Excuse me for the selfish request, but I would like to go and speak with Gina. I've just remembered. I still haven't said goodbye to her yet. Oh, that's right. After today, Susato's never going to see Gina again. Her expression worries me, but for now, let's head back to the jail. Will this really get her to change her mind? Doubt it? Well, perhaps. Baba. Gina, there's something I would like to say to you. What do you want now? I wanted to say goodbye. Goodbye. I must return to Japan tomorrow. Most likely we will never meet again. Oh. Alright. I've met so many people here in London. I've made so many memories, both good and bad. But the most tragic memory of all would be the sight of Iris's tear-stained face as I'm helpless to cheer her up. Susie. Why do you think that bothers me? Iris and Naruhodo both trust you deeply, Gina. You won't even return the favour. That's right, so what? What are you playing at? I just don't want to see them hurt. Hurt by none other than you, Gina. By me? Yes, as such, I have one simple request for you. I want you to completely betray their trust. What? Once you do, you'll get what you want. We'll all leave you alone to rot. Oh wow. Fine. What needs to be done? Oh, she's tricking her. Everybody tells lies, no matter who they are. If you honestly believe that, then I want you to prove it. Prove that you lied, Gina. Gene Bean. That's what you said. You're a big fat liar who doesn't deserve a second chance, right? Please, Gina, tell us the truth. As a mere legal assistant, this is my final request to you. No way. Would Gina really tell such a self-deprecating lie? Maybe you're referring to the trial from 2 months ago. Oh. The trial where Kojima Gundel was declared innocent. It is. A bizarre murder that happened inside a moving omnibus. During the trial, you were brought to the witness stand by the prosecution. Yeah, that's right. Throughout that whole bloody trial, I just lied and lied. They weren't just little porkies either. There were some pretty awful ones. I see. Could you tell us more? Hell yeah! McGundle's trial. It was 2 months back. The police summoned me and lugged me to the witness stand. And then, you testified, and Mr. McGundle was declared innocent. At the time, I was fibbing like nobody's business. So that is what she meant, after all. What kind of lies, exactly? Remember when I said I was hiding in the omnibus that night? That was true. Right. I was in the trunk, under the seat. It was pitch black, so I couldn't really see nothing. Ooh. Then there was a loud noise. It sounded like someone was taking a dive or something. And then after that, Mr. McGundle found you, right? Yeah. And that was her. He yanked me out of there, and then he made me sit beside the dead bloke. It was dark inside the carriage, and before I knew it, I had his blood all over my hands. I was so scared I couldn't even make a peep. His blood got on your hands? That means the person they saw through the skylight must have been Gina. That's when Mr. McGundle questioned you. About your life and why you were hiding in the carriage. Yeah, but that ain't all of it. What do you mean? McGundle threatened me. Oh. What? He said I couldn't tell a soul about nothing. Not what I saw or heard in the carriage. And not what he tried to do after the omnibus stopped. He said if I could keep it all a secret, he'd let me off. Oh, so he did do it. I would guess. Tell us everything you had to keep quiet about. Everything you saw, and everything you heard. I mean, he's dead, he can't really do much now. Thank you! Wow, this is weird. Holy crap, what I saw. You said that you were told to keep what you'd seen a secret. But you were hiding in the trunk under the seat the whole time, right? What's more, Mr. McGundle was sitting on top of that seat. Well, yeah. But when I heard the sound of someone falling, I couldn't help but scream. He yanked me out by my arm, and that's when I saw it. All of it. Some old bloke was on the ground. Next to him was a real pretty shiny disc. Oh! It's that thing! Do we have that? No, we don't. Well, we did. A disc? Wait, could that be... Yeah, it's that disc. It's that disc that the inspector took yesterday at the pawn shop. Ah, so the music box disc was on the floor of the carriage. That nut McGundle noticed it right away, straight away. He snatched it right up and shoved it deep into his inner coat pocket. So in other words, that disc was originally inside the omnibus where the crime was committed 2 months ago. Tell no one about this. That's what he said to me. Okay. What I heard. It was pitch black inside that trunk. I was listening out for any and all noises. Eventually I heard someone climbing into the carriage. That was Mr. McGundle getting on by himself, wasn't it? No, there was someone else too. Huh? What I heard was 2 sets of footsteps. Oh. Mr. McGundle and the victim. Logically, those are the only 2 it could have been. If I'm right, the victim was a bricklayer named Mr. Mortar. This is how Mr. McGundle testified during the trial. Whenever I ride in a coach, I always end up falling asleep. Then, Gina, your testimony backed up his claim. All I could hear was the sound of the old geezer's conch blowing off. That was a lie. There we go, that was just a lie. The 2 blokes in the carriage weren't sleeping at all. They were talking, real quiet like, about something the whole time. What? What exactly were they talking about? I'm guessing she couldn't hear. Dunno. Carriage was too noisy, couldn't hear nothing. However, with this knowledge, we know the truth for certain now. Mr. McGundle and the victim knew each other. So Mr. McGundle was lying after all. After the crime. There was a dead bloke inside the carriage, so I knew we'd get busted right away. If I remember correctly, the 2 patrons on the roof instantly noticed the murder. When the carriage stopped, McGundle hid me inside the trunk. And then... the 2 people on the top quickly ran off to call the police. Those were Mr. Fairplay and Mr. Ladyfirst, right? That's when McGundle asked the coachman to do something. What did he ask him? Might I ask you to go and pledge... Ah. Might I ask you to go and pledge my coat at the pawnbroker's over there? As for a reward... Oh, I know. How does 10 guineas sound? The pawnbrokers? Was that? Yeah, it was that old Uncle Hatch's pawn shop. The coachman snatched the 10 guineas and the coat and ran off. After that, McGundle let me out of the carriage. He let me go after giving me a condition. A condition? McGundle's condition. Tell me more about why McGundle let you leave the scene. Gina, what was the condition he gave you? I was told to keep me lid zipped and talk about nothing about absolutely nothing I had seen or heard there. And one more thing. One more thing, Jackie! What else? Said it was the most important condition. Oh. I just gave that driver some money and sent him off on a little errand. Did you see what I asked him to do while you were inside the carriage? You had him pop that coat at a pawn shop, yeah? Why aren't you smart? I want you to keep the pledge ticket for that coat. The pledge ticket? Why me? Within the next 2 months I will come to retrieve it. Until then, you shall keep hold of it. You'd better not lose it. Alright. However, if I don't happen to show up within that time frame, I want you to go to that pawnbroker's and have the redemption period extended. If you don't do that, my pledge will be forfeited, and the coat will be put up for sale. What? But I don't have that kind of money. Here's £5. That should suffice. Now listen here. Don't get any funny ideas. If you do... I got it already. By the way, a few days from now, the police will come for you. What? The police? Indeed, they will ask you to stand in court as a witness. How the fuck does he know this? Would he know this? Before we finish here, how about we have a quick rehearsal? Oh. About what you should... Oh, about what you should and what you shouldn't testify. Alright. Haha. Wow, McGundle. What a douche. And then I just left the place. He hid the pledge ticket in some bushes somewhere near the scene. I went off to get it the night after. That monster McGundle. He forced this poor girl to commit perjury. Wow. What a pretty shitty thing to do. I already know you're peeved at me. That trial was so important, and now it's a right state because of my fibs. You didn't have a choice. I'll make it so you can't live in the East End anymore. That's what you said to me. That's... so cruel. That bloke knew all about the back alleys of the East End, and about us all. No, about us and all. A bunch of kids with no family, who all got together and made a place to call home. In Cosley McGundle. He said he could run us out of there whenever he bloomin' wanted. If we couldn't live there, then we'd really be up a creek without a paddle. So, you know, my hands were tied, really. Thank you for telling us, Gina. But, at the end of the day, you're still pissed off with me, right? If you think I'm angry, then do me a favour. What? Could you sign a letter of request that claims me as your attorney for tomorrow's trial? What? Oh, and if you don't want my defense, go ahead and tear it up later. But right now, I can't investigate the crime scene without it. Investigate? Mr. Holmes was shot during all the commotion. Last night. Seriously? They say Holmes is going through a major operation right now. Blimey. But he's gonna be all good, right? We don't know. I have to get to the bottom of this. Not just for you, but for Mr. Holmes too. Fine. Whatevs. All you need is my signature, yeah? Pretty much. So. Yes, I know exactly what you're about to ask. The letter of request is right here. I don't want any defense though, so... She looks so lonely when she acts like that. Letter of request has been filed in the court record. A letter of defense signed by Gina Lestrade. This will let me investigate the crime scene freely. Yes. Now that we have this, we should be able to check out the crime scene. Once we're done, let's come back and pay Jean Bean another visit. It feels like we've finally started to unveil Gina's true feelings. I'm sure no one else could understand the true weight of this letter of request. And so, we headed to Hatch's shop, where Inspector Gregson awaited us. Though I'm sure the good inspector won't be very pleased to see us. Wait, really? That was fast. Not even an hour. If I can get done with the investigations, I'll be quite happy. I would say because then I'll try and do the entire trial in one go, but I highly doubt I'll be able to. Nah, might be able to get through the trial in 2 sessions. I really don't know. Alright. But I should be able to get through the investigation. Hopefully. I highly doubt it'll take more than an hour and a half. If that, to be honest. Hatch's pawnbrokers. We called for a carriage and returned to the crime scene. The very first thing we did was show Gina's letter of request to Inspector Gregson. Pardon me, Inspector Gregson. Do you have a moment? What do you want now? It's about time for you children to go to bed, isn't it? Don't be mean, Toby. Here's the letter of request. Holy smokes! Oh. Oh, milady. You really managed to wrestle a signature from that unruly horse, but of course you could. I, Tobias Gregson, offer my utmost respect to you, milady. Must be rough spending the whole day at a crime scene. I brought this herbal tea just for you. Say goodbye to sleepiness. Oh my god. I've seen this animation 3 times. Oh. Wonderful. My poor weary soul. Instantly revitalized by this delicious tea. Are we free to investigate now, Inspector? Do what you want. The body was found in the room just behind that door in the back. Then the storeroom was the scene of the crime. Indeed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an investigation to lead. Are you investigating the storeroom? Quite frankly, I want to shut this case as quickly as possible. Even if we spent a full 24-hour shift examining pledges, we still wouldn't be through with them. And Scotland Yard already has its hands full with another urgent case. Is he talking about the same important incident that Lord Vortex mentioned? If you get in the way of my investigation, you're not getting off lightly. Fine. Sheesh. Now's our chance. Shall we proceed? Wait, oh, I'm examining in here. Why? There's a broken glass. Wait, really? Is that the glass? I can't tell. Oh, it's the lamp. There's the shop ledger and the scribbled memo, and this is... Huh, I wonder why this little picture is just sitting around here. Oh, there's writing on the back. Really? Let me see, Susie. Oh, they must be the pledge tickets. Oh, there's blood on it. 15th of February, 10:30 PM. Article, men's coat. Value, £1. Redemption deadline, 15th of April, 10:30 PM. A man's coat. A men's coat. Must be pretty high quality to be worth £1. Is this? This must be the pledge ticket Jean Bean used yesterday to withdraw the coat. Yeah, she was wearing it earlier, wasn't she? McGundle's coat, huh. I can't believe this guy's just scribbling his documents on the backs of photographs. Maybe he just uses whatever scraps he can find. I have to say though, this photo, I feel like I've seen it somewhere recently. Oh, recently is an understatement. We just got something like it from Jean Bean. Oh right, she handed us a picture, didn't she? What are you waiting for, Naruhodo? Hurry up and take out the picture. Jeez, girls are so impatient. I knew it. They are the same photo after all. Are they? The cat on the left looks... No, maybe it doesn't. I thought the cat on the left looked a bit different. Like the angle of it or something. I think I'm just crazy. I figured it out. I know the amazing secret behind these 2 photos. Huh? Secret? What is she talking about? Please, Iris, let us in on the secret. Should I? I've got to ask her what the secret is. Okay. The secret of these photos. No, 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 no. So, Iris. The picture we found on Hatch's counter, and the picture we got from Gina. What's the secret? What is the secret behind these two identical pictures? They're different. Different? But they're the same. These two photos aren't the same. But they are. What? Look at the two pictures again. Look very carefully. I knew it. I wasn't seeing things. They do look distinctly different. Not distinctly. Yeah, the one on the left, the angle of it looks... I don't know, the cat just looks different, for some reason. Just a tad different, right? You may be right, it kinda seems like it. But what does that tiny difference mean for us? It means these pictures are two parts of one whole. I don't think I get it. These two photos. Oh, are to be used with a stereoscope. They're really big in London at the moment. A stereoscope? I feel like I've heard of that somewhere before. Ah, now that I think about it, Mr. Holmes showed us one yesterday. Look over there. Oh, that's the thing that lets you see pictures in full detail. Actually, even without a stereoscope, you can still view a stereogram, if you know how. What? Really? Do you know why we see a basic picture in 3 dimensions in the first place? No, I have no idea. Oh no, guess I'll just have to explain. Iris looks really excited. We're in the middle of our investigation, but it wouldn't hurt to ask, I suppose. I am deeply interested in the answer. Oh my god, stereoscopic imagery. So, Ryu, why do you think we see the world in 3 dimensions? I wouldn't really know. I just see what I see. The answer to that is... because you have 2 eyes. My eyes? I mean, sure, everyone has 2. Here, try covering one eye at a time and you'll probably see what I mean. When you look with your left eye, and when you look with your right eye... Oh, I see what it... okay, I know what she means. Your line of sight changes a little, doesn't it? Oh, you're right. The relative position of everything changes slightly. I'm just constantly opening and closing one eye. It's quite weird, really. Oh shit, I didn't